Greetings programs and welcome to War Thunder. I've decided it's been a little while since I've played it, so it's about time, and also I'm going to do something a bit different. The last couple of videos have all been tanks, and for obvious reasons, because I'm not very good at the planes. But I'm going to play the planes today. I'm going to try flying around. And also, I'm going to try something completely different, something completely experimental. I'm going to be using keyboard and mouse controls. Because normally, if you don't know, on the rare occasions when I do try my hand at actually flying around and stuff, I use an Xbox 360 controller for Windows. And the issue I have with keyboard and mouse is I basically find it very hard to actually fly, and I end up feeling a bit nauseous. And I don't know why. There's just something about the motion that the game produces that it just, I don't know, it does not work for me at all. But I'm going to try. I can fly better with the controller, it's just I can't hit anything. It does somewhat handicap me in that regard. But yeah, I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna record myself trying, and we'll see if it all goes horribly wrong or not. It probably will. There's also the fact that I just suck in 3 dimensions generally, apparently. So, yeah, I was quite pleased when Ground Forces came along, but I haven't played it that much even so. Most of my War Thunder playing these days is done in Ground Forces. I very rarely actually go into planes these days. I'm in the Brits, by the way, because I have basically done the most research on the British aeroplane line. So I think I'm up to. I've got one rank 3 vehicle unlocked, but as you can see, it's all rank 1s and 2s that I'm using here. So I'll start off with the Havoc because I'm guaranteed to make some. It's my only premium vehicle in the entirety of War Thunder, and I'm hopefully we're going to make some lions out of it. Now, this is immediately kind of weird. I've figured out the basic controls. I'm going to roll using the keyboard because that seems easier than using the mouse. But as for the rest of it, yeah, it also took me a while to figure out that you have to hold down the C button in order to get the free camera view. But I don't know now what the manual flaps buttons are, because X, C, and I think Z is actually zoom on keyboard and mouse. With the controller setup, that X, C and Z are all, you use those for controlling your flaps basically, or is it just X and C? It might just be X and C, I can't remember. But yeah, I really have not much clue what I'm doing, so I'm going to try bombing some stuff to start with. And I don't know why I'm looking at the team list, but it doesn't really, we have more fighters than bombers, which is probably a good thing. So I guess I should be trying to get some altitude here. And oh, that kind of levels you off. See, the plane, it behaves differently than when you're using the controller. Well, yeah, I find this just so weird. Also, I have no idea how to select ground targets so that I have distance. Now, I think it's spacebar for bombs, so I'm going to find out. I just find this so weird. Right, V, there we go. I think you can use the function keys to... yeah, you can. But we're not going to bother with those. Right, what on earth is happening on the battlefield? I have no idea. We might... I don't know. Is that a capturable point? I don't know how to bring the minimap up, actually. M? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that would make sense. Right, what the heck am I doing? I don't know, I'm just confused. I could always try flying around B and seeing what happens. There's a PBY over there. I do actually have some MGs on this, so yeah. I could hunt down an enemy bomber. I can definitely catch a PBY. Whether I can actually shoot down a PBY, that's kind of what I'm interested to see, is if I can have greater success actually shooting down stuff. Because I absolutely fail at that using the controller. The number of times I've done it, it's a rarity. If I have a match where I actually manage to shoot down even one plane, that is a rare thing for me. Mostly I'm the one getting shot down, which is why I tend to have more bombers, because not only are the bombers easier to fly, just generally, but you can actually do stuff that doesn't involve having to purely focus on shooting down enemy planes. Although sometimes it's funny just to YOLO along at low altitude and see how many people I can get on my tail. I do not really play this game seriously, it must be said. So, do I want to be below the PBY? I have no idea where his gunnery positions are. I don't play this enough to kind of have that level of, you know, whatever. Oh, I'm actually hitting stuff. And he's diving, so we'll peel off. And, I don't know, look for something else. I think the Havoc in real life was used as like a... I don't know, well, in RAF service certainly it was used for kind of like night attacks on airfields and that kind of thing, so that's why it's painted black. They would follow fighters back to their airfields and basically wreak havoc as they were trying to land, you know, as they were returning from missions. Right, this is a ground thingamy capture one, isn't it? I don't think I know this map. I think this might be the first time I've actually played it. Another reason I don't play War Thunder very much is because they update, they do little and often updates, but I have the problem of, along with some other people, is that for some reason when I download War Thunder updates, I get targeted by anti-peer-to-peer sharing botnets, basically. And I end up having my ports spammed with traffic, which just slows everything down to a crawl. So I basically can't use the internet while I'm updating War Thunder, and War Thunder updates very, very slowly. It's just a combination of things. Whoop! We're under attack. See, I don't... Oh, no, that's the wrong control. Let's roll and fall. See, I'm just... This just feels so awkward to me. Like, the thumbsticks of the controller, I can control the plane just so much more precisely, and this just feels like I don't even know what I'm doing, man. I don't even know. I'm trying to jink to avoid fire, but no, not so much. Hey, a yak on my tail. Yeah, well, that was only ever going to go one way. Let's try a fighter next and see what happens. I think War Thunder is, I don't know, it seems entirely bedeviled by balance issues, and it has been for a long time, but maybe that'll get better. RamJB, and I don't know if you remember him, you may or may not even know who RamJB is, but he is a fellow YouTuber, a Spaniard, who did do a lot of War Thunder content and basically got fed up with the way the game was going. But he is actually now on the Gaijin player council that they've come up with this idea that they'll have a, I don't know, I guess it's supposed to be like an expert panel to give them feedback on the direction the game's taking, and Ram is taking part in that, so I don't know. We'll see what kind of influence that ultimately has. By 16, this is a bunch of enemy planes. I have no idea. Whoa. I think the thing with fighters as well is, because they're just faster and you're zooming around all over the place, and this is just like, yeah, it's starting to get that whole motion sickness thing. It's not pleasant. It wasn't so bad in the Havoc, because I guess the Havoc's a slower plane, but this is like, whoa, probably don't want to crash into the ground. So, yeah, in terms of actually manoeuvring and flying around, I just find this, I don't like it. I absolutely don't like it compared to, whoa, oh, whoa, okay, that's not good, to controlling the aircraft motion with the thumbsticks. But I'm actually having, even just doing this, I'm having more success in actually hitting enemy aircraft. It's just, yeah, it seems like I can't have the best of both worlds. I can either be able to shoot stuff using keyboard and mouse, or I can actually fly the damn planes using the controllers. Well, this might end up being quite a short video. I'm not inclined to do another battle flying keyboard and mouse. I might do some tanks actually, though. I could do some tanks. We'll see. So let's, I think we're losing this one. Let's see if we can't actually, you know, I think I've shot something down already. I have, so that's all right for me. I'm just gonna see, the other thing that I just have no sense of tactics, and I have no sense of like using the, because it is, you're in a 3D space. You're in, well, you are in ground forces as well, but you're not. You know what I mean? You're flying around and you're doing stuff when you're flying around, and it's just I find that a lot harder to deal with, and I don't know why. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, see, now that is not something I would be doing with the thumbsticks for sure. Well, this is a concentration of enemy planes over here. Can I help this CM out? Oh, managed to hit. I think it's the fact that you're trying to like aim the plane and fire at the same time. And of course, with ground vehicles, that's just not a thing, unless you're playing tank destroyers. But even then, you're having to be aware of what you're doing and how far you are to the ground and how you're maneuvering, and also target an enemy at the same time. And it's just, there's something about it. Whoa! I just do not do well with. Very much trying not to hit our friendly. Okay, that's not a fool. That's not an unfriendly vehicle. Oh, that might be though. Let's get the hell out of the way. No idea what I'm doing here. Just flying around trying to shoot stuff. And yeah, I can say I'm definitely being more successful in actually scoring hits than I would be with the controller alone. Oh no, that's not the right thing. Whoa, okay. Let's lose some altitude there. I think we're losing, I don't know, it might come back. But I'm probably not really adding anything to... So I would be so much more effective at evading here if I had the thumbsticks to go with. I always find that I'm much better at evading and just generally flying around. But yeah, not so much the hitting stuff. Oh look, another yak! Yeah, that's a surprise. Okay, I'm kind of running out of planes. I'll try the Wellington because yeah, it's going to be terrible, but I need the module XP basically. We're just gonna. Oh god, we started fairly high up. Where am I? 4,000 meters. I'm just gonna YOLO around at low altitude and see how many tails, you know, I can get on my tail. If that makes any sense, it probably doesn't. You know, even with the bombing, I have more success at low altitude bombing than I do high altitude bombing. And it's just, I don't know, that's the times when I have most fun, is when I'm doing something like a Blenheim or a Beaufort and I'm just hugging the ground and I've got 3 enemies on my tail, and then I go back towards friendly areas and the 3 enemies get picked off and I somehow come out of it alive despite having half my aircraft black. And it's just, I don't know, it's fun. It's fun to dodge things and whatever. Whereas when you're flying around and trying to dogfight and whatever, that is just, maybe just because it's so much more hectic, there's just so much more going on. It's not just concentrating on the flying, but you're actually trying to fly and shoot stuff and not crash into the ground all at the same time. And that's maybe just a bit too much for my poor old brain to handle. So there we go. The machine gunners have opened up. Whoa! Did I mean to do that? I don't know, but the plane's doing that anyway. That is odd. Okay. It might just be how the Wellington handles, I don't know. But it does seem a bit strange. I'm trying to act as a gunship right now. I don't know how successful I'm going to be exactly. I never played it when, I think the best of the low tier bombers for ever doing this in was the PBY, but of course that got some nerfs a while back. I don't think I even had a PBY by that point. Oh well, we lost, but fairly narrowly. I don't think I really contributed much. I did shoot down 1 enemy, but yeah, I can say that my contribution to that battle was fairly minimal. My reward was also fairly minimal. So I never play ground forces to actually unlock whatever, to get the, not ground forces, air forces to get lions. Although that's still, you know, I had, what, 25k before, now I've got 30k, so I don't particularly make lots of money in this game, but I tend not to care. Chat history. Oh yeah. Oh, you can look at the battle chat history. Okay, no, that was the thing. Yeah, I'm towards the bottom. I was fairly bad. 3 deaths for 1 kill. That's probably about usual for me. So at least I killed something. At least I, managed to damage some things. But it didn't really. I was no better off at the end of the battle than if I'd been using the controller, to be honest. I did feel a bit bleh for parts of that, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should stick with it. Maybe I should just keep trying and see if I get any better at it, and hope that the slight feeling of nausea just doesn't put me off too much. But for the most part, when I play this, I am going to be continuing to play Ground Forces. And as you can see, I'm starting. I think on the Russians, I'm mostly still rank 1. Yeah. And on the Germans, I am starting to get to rank 2, so I'm making a bit of progress, but it's slow progress just because I'm not playing it terribly much. So, yeah, you can. We'll wrap this up here. I did think about maybe adding some tanks on the end of this. Do a mixed bit of replay planes and tanks, but actually no, I think I'll just wrap the video up there. You can leave any comments below. Feel free to tell me what a massive noob I am when flying around, because I freely admit it, I am. I'm a total and utter noob. I'm that guy you rage at in World of Tanks for being a total idiot. That's me in War Thunder, and that's always been me. Oh look, there's Billy. Yeah, I think Billy lives in this game, by the way. You can hit the like button, you can subscribe to my channel, and as always, stay tuned for more.